I'm Jared Broyles with your morning update. State health officials lifted an advisory for Lake Shawnee. The advisory was issued last week when a pipe ruptured, spilling sewage into the inlet near the public swimming area. The pipe is now repaired and water samples tested normal. The city of Topeka says a building at its Oakland wastewater plant will remain closed after recent weather delayed testing. The U building was closed after multiple employees reported similar respiratory symptoms. The city brought in a firm to test the air quality, but the winter storm delayed results. Testing is expected to be completed next week. That's a look at some of your 13 News This Morning updates. Of course, you can always visit our website for more stories, but right now let's check in with Doug Myers for a look at the weather.
Well, temperatures yesterday were still a bit on the chilly side with the cloud cover here in northeast Kansas, and of course still some of that snowpack on the ground keeping temperatures cooler, mid-30s to low 40s with 50s out in western Kansas. Of course, they had more sun than us here in northeast Kansas. But for today, unfortunately, we have one more cloudy day with temperatures very similar. We'll top out around 40 in Topeka with the northwesterly wind 5 to 15 miles per hour by the afternoon. At times, wind gusts could approach 20 to 25 miles per hour, especially the closer you are towards the Manhattan and areas out to the west towards central Kansas. Otherwise, a very low probability that there might even be some light precipitation, some flurries, or even some sprinkles if temperatures are warm enough for the afternoon hours, but not expecting much in the way of accumulation. Just something to don't be surprised about, but for the most part, it is dry. 25 tonight, partly cloudy, and then tomorrow, other than a few clouds early, plenty of sun, especially by the afternoon with the high of 57. So feeling more like spring tomorrow with the southwesterly wind shifting to the northwest, gusting near 25 miles per hour, staying in the 50s and even some 60s Friday, the weekend, and into next week. So we have a long stretch of unseasonably mild weather, and for the most part, staying dry as well between our two long-range computer models for the next 8 days. Continues to stay for the most part dry, although keeping an eye on next week's weather pattern where it does turn a little bit more active. Here's how it plays out, at least according to the European model. Sunday and into Monday, some rain starts to develop out towards Mexico and Texas, and for the most part stays down to the south. We've been keeping an eye on this for a possibility of rain on Tuesday, and the reason why I haven't put it in there is because for the most part it continues to stay dry and out of our area, and the European model continues that trend. And then once we get towards the Wednesday, Thursday time period, a storm system develops up to our north and to our east, but it still stays out of our area. But we're close enough and warm enough where if we do have to add any precipitation at all next week, it will likely be in the form of rain unless we get precipitation at night. So certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on over the course of the week.